Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video, and today we'll be talking about the new units on the GB side, Nerine and Owl. Both are physical DPS, so my motivation for doing this is very little, but I gotta be through as always and review every single unit that comes out. So that's what I'll be doing, and hopefully the format will be good for you. So, as you can see, it's the normal banner. As always, no step up. Of course, step ups are long gone. But for those of you who wanted step ups, well, good luck with that because they're not coming back. At least on the JP side, Bolo might do things better, but who knows. So the TMR, as you see right here, 40% attack, 20% guts. Which is, that's just not very, I don't know if that's good or not. It's only 20%, and so it's basically 60% attack for her. It's okay. And then the sword. So her sword is decent. 180 to attack. Variance is normal. Only 50% human and aqua killers, which is really disappointing because this is an STMR, and you would expect an STMR maybe to give at least 75%. Nope, 50. But only 50% killers, which is okay, but at least a 7% MP refresh. I jokingly said it was going to be 50 or 55%, but it's actually 7. So with this unit, kind of gone backwards in the power creep. As you can see here, she only has 120% in perils. I thought we were moving forward with 130. I guess not. So, really, the only unique thing about this unit is that when she uses her limit burst, she unlocks other moves. Very similar to Zidane or King Laswell CG, but they're just there for modifier boosts. As you can see from these ones right here, I can't show them on this screen because they're unlockable moves, but as you can see here, these ones don't even deal any damage. They're just there for, you know, modifier boosts and things of that nature. Obviously only the bottom two is actually worth using, because like why would you want to do this? I don't think you need to do this at all. So yeah, don't just worry about the bottom two because they give some heavy modifier buffs. So she does have 250% CDH, which is pretty good because now you only have to equip one materia or one of the gloves to have 300%. That's pretty good. Water and wind resistance is pretty nice, but only having 75% of those killers innately is just okay. Not great, but okay. She does have a buff that gives herself that amount. Like she has 150 if you use these moves up here, so it's pretty interesting. She has ways of getting herself to triple cast, which you probably want to do, because if for some reason you die while this is on cooldown, you have a way of getting triple cast back for 2 turns. So even if you die like in, say, turn 2, which is really crazy, if you die in turn 2, if you're playing Malboro Trial, I guess you would. You could just use this to get triple cast back. That's pretty good. I guess, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm assuming that this one right up here gets modifier boost like more than the other one, because what's the point of using this move, the top one. Do you guys see this? What's the point of using the top one if the bottom one has more modifiers? So, I assume that there's some modifier buffs for this one. Let's go check. Oh wait, they're all called that. That's not gonna be fun to look for. Yeah, it does get some modifier buffs. So does the other thing, but it doesn't seem to be the highest modifier buffs, the 17.5%. It's probably the other moves that are a little weaker. Which is what Alum always does. They always buff the highest mods lower than the the other ones. So all in all, she's just another DPS that has wind and water views. Honestly, I just don't see it. I don't see the usefulness of this unit really. It just seems like it's just another DPS. It's just another DPS that has a unique killer to it, Aqua, and human killer, which is nice. And has that, unique thing with the limit burst, but it's just like, I mean, it just doesn't seem like anything special with what we've been getting. So my grade for this unit has to be a B+. She's gonna be a good damage dealer, but it's just like, most people already have lots of damage dealers right now. They don't need this unit. So that's just why I'm grading her B+, because it's just that's just what I feel like. It's just like I'm not hating the unit, I'm not liking the unit, it's just kind of in the middle. And it's unfortunate because I actually like the design of the unit from season 3, but it's just like I don't need another DPS right now. I've got plenty. So yeah, despite the really cool limit burst, I think I'm gonna probably pass on this banner. I'd like to skip more. Skipping is always nice. I have not had a lot of time to skip. As you guys saw in February, there were not a lot of opportunities to skip banners, so I'm kind of good on that. So this guy's TMR is absolute garbage. If you thought I was gonna say broken, you're somewhere else. Apparently you can't even stack this. Only 10% evasion that you can't stack with 50% attack. It's just like, whatever, dude. You can definitely tell this is already a non-summon fest unit. And this STMR is a joke. I mean, sure, you get 300% attack after 2 turns, but like, who cares, dude? And the 40% attack is wasted because most of the time you're going to be capping attack pretty easily on a true dual wield unit anyways. So it just seems kind of just like, whatever, dude. It just seems like whatever. Honestly, I just feel like that's just not that good. So, you can already tell easily that this is a non-summon fest unit because 80% imperils. Sure, he gets higher here, but you can already tell from that it's already looking pretty funny. He does have a lot of killers, which I was amazed by. And it takes a long time to get them, but he eventually gets 200% stone killer or 200% fairy killer, which is pretty good. I'd say pretty good. 100% true dual wield, pretty standard. 6 times cap, fine. Limit burst, complete garbage. I knew it just from the outset. I knew it as soon as I saw that limit burst in the preview. That said something about death. I knew it was going to be complete garbage, so I was definitely right on the money with that one. It is useless. So don't worry about his limit burst whatsoever. But he does have one ability that costs limit burst crystals. 80% damage mitigation and HP barrier to himself. Okay, this is basically literally not going to die to anything unless he gets dispelled. If he gets dispelled, then none of this matters. But that's a pretty nice ability. So I guess you don't die. And you can use it with his dual cast. Or her, I'm not really sure. Him or her, it doesn't really matter. Does have ways of getting triple cast, fortunately. Fortunately, he's not stuck like Arden. I think we're done. I think we're past that era. But he does have ways of getting triple cast, which is nice. And it looks like he has a way, like he has a triple cast at the start of battle, which is pretty nice. It is very similar to other units that have that kind of situation. That's pretty good. They can actually chain with Raiden, because they both have triple cast at the start of battle. So what you would do, go ahead and activate your triple cast, and you definitely want to first do the buff that gives you triple cast again, and then you want to go ahead and imbue yourself with fire, because you're going to be chaining with Raiden, most likely, or himself, in which case you could use the other one, and you could also, you know, do the Imperial, but I think just leave that up to Raiden, and then, you know, add your killers if you need to. So either Imperial or add the killers, which is nice. Unfortunately, their strong cooldowns don't match up. Raiden's is like turn 3 or 4, and his is on turn 2. So that their burst is not going to match up completely, but he does have a lot of burst. I'll say that. His burst is pretty good. I don't know, I kind of feel this unit a little bit more than the CG unit, even though this is not a limited time. This is now a Summon Fest banner unit. But they seem a little more interesting because for Dark Visions you can use them with other units because of the triple cast at the start of battle, which changes everything about this unit, by the way. This unit went from like a D+ to like a B+, just because of the Dark Visions thing. So, in terms of Dark Visions meta, this guy is probably an A, which is remarkable already. This guy is an A for Dark Visions meta, B+ for normal gameplay, because you have to work towards his apparels and things of that nature, but in Dark Visions none of that matters. Dealing damage is all that matters in Dark Visions. So this guy gets an A for that. Other than that, just getting some modifier buffs for things. Actually, it seems like he does not get a lot of modifier buffs in general, just his 120% passive, 120 level passive has most of the brunt of the modifier buffs. And let's see what his strongest move is. He has a 10 times modifier, shows off probably his strongest moves. You gotta be kidding me, is his killer move, dude? So it has a 20 times mod. Whoop-de-doo, you're not gonna be using the killer move every time. It's his killer moves that get the highest mod, of course they would. It is what it is. So he has 40% evasion with this TMR, it looks like. That's nothing to go off of, that would be hard. You could make him 100% dodge, but like, what's the point? He doesn't have any provokes. His survivability is probably very minimal. In fact, you can see that he doesn't have very much HP. Making him auto dodge is just, leave that up to Van. Let Van do that. So all in all, this guy gets a B. Did I say like a A? Like, he's like a B+ in terms of normal gameplay, I think I said. And in terms of Dark Visions meta, this guy gets an A, because just being able to work with wait, well, hold on. Nope, never mind. That goes out the window. Forgot that Raiden is Stardust, or AMOE, and this guy's Stardust Ray, so that goes out the window. But he would work with, I'm sure some other units have triple cast at the start of battle. I can't think of any right now, but he would work well with them. So it kind of is the same thing. So ignore all that stuff I said with Raiden. Oops. This is what happens when you review units at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Because you just think everything goes together and it just doesn't. But I'm sure there's a situation where this guy combos well with another unit. Because I feel like this is a Dark Visions unit. Not really so good as a normal unit. Because it's just, if you take him out of the limited units that are strong in Dark Visions, and you take him out of that like a crane machine, and you pull him out of there and you put him into the regular game, he's nothing special. He's literally nothing special. He's just average. Because compared to all the other DPS that came out in the game, he's just really average in the regular game itself. He's not going to be, outperforming anyone else. There's no way. Maybe against Stone and Fairies, maybe. because those killers are kind of hard to come by. Maybe he outperforms some DPS with that situation. Other than that, there's no way. So this review is very long. I think we're gonna stop here, guys. I think we're done. So no banner to review because there's no step up. So basically, you pull, and you know it's the same old adage. 30 tickets to get the units themselves. 5k to get 1 ticket. That stuff needs to go away. Seriously. Bring step ups back or something. I'm getting tired of this now. I think it's wearing out its welcome at this point. Sure, the free prism at in the king log is nice, but it's not really making up for all this other stuff, all these other banners where there's no step ups. So if you watch all the way through, type in #flowers. #flowers is the keyword for the ending of this video if you watch all the way through. And I always appreciate you guys who do type in the keyword. I love ya. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.